What's good, flow state catalysts? Welcome back to the channel. Uncle Makara's back. Yesterday I got a question from Mathis around mudras, and so I'm going to make a video about mudras today. And I really want to simplify this for you guys because as I've learned throughout my spiritual journey that there's way too many to count, okay? There's too many mudras, and in fact you could even invent a mudra for all I care. However, I think it's important to understand some of the basics, okay? Number one, a mudra is a seal, a mark, a symbol, or a gesture, usually using your hands, okay? I don't think people have done feet mudras before, though I think that might be a new realm that we're willing to explore, okay? But yeah, man, some of the hand ones are complicated enough, but start to understand the power behind what they can really do and what they can really mean. Like you said, they help us tap into our electromagnetic grids and help us, channel, activate our different chakras in our body and create different levels of charge in our energy body. Okay, so what we can do is just basically send energy to that mudra, which has an effect or a benefit to our metaphysical and physical system. So this is the way to understand it, okay? You might notice that different holy people or different deities, even, they hold up their hands in different mudras. I personally just love this one, okay? And I know we use this to say hi, however, you'll notice a lot of enlightened beings do this. This is actually the sign of fearlessness. We put our hands up to show that we're not holding anything, no weapons or anything like that. However, the Abhaya mudra is used for fearlessness, which is very interesting. But anyway, let's get started. I might be mentioning little mudra names here and there as we go throughout this video. However, I will give you the main ones that we use at Primal Sutra. That way, you can always go back to them and use them as you approach different things in life. Here's the way to understand it. Pinky finger, okay, is water. How do you think about this? Mr. Evil. Some people do like this. They want to go to the bathroom. Hey, you got a small one or whatever, that relates to the pee-pee, therefore relating to water. Find a mnemonic to remember it, okay? Find a mnemonic to remember that this is water, this is water, this is water. And interestingly enough, the Varuna mudra or the Jala mudra, right, is simply this one connecting with the thumb. Also, it's important to recognize that you touch the fingertips, not necessarily the fingernails, okay? It's important that you make this distinction because at times girls have long fingernails, or you just haven't cut your fingernails or whatever, and it can sometimes divert the actual energy potential where touching the tips of your finger can have, okay? The way to enhance the effectiveness of a mudra is to put your attention on your hands or fingers as you're meditating, either in a straight spine, meditating posture. You can also do it lying down, I guess, but mainly you want to have a straight spine, okay? Because that helps the energy flow. There's a couple of great ones for I use this one for meditation. I believe this is called Dhyana Mudra, right? Yeah, this one is a primary one that I just use for meditation. I just put it on my lap. That's the one that I feel like I could keep that going for a very long time. Okay, that's the one that I learned first from my father, and he teaches Tibetan Vajrayana Buddhism. That's the one that I'm gonna stick with for my meditation practice. And the thumb, by the way, is relevant to fire. So fire and water, right? So the thumb almost, it becomes like a base, like acids and bases, how you mix everything. It's the foundation for a lot of mudras. Now, there's also combination approaches, if you think about it. If you think about, the different positionings, like down below here, or up here, and the center of the palm, and so forth, you understand it's almost like tuning a musical instrument. So if you think about your hands like a musical instrument, and you just play around with feeling your hands and how, you place your fingers and how that feels in your physical body, get an intuition for it, okay? Get an intuition for the water, get an intuition for the fire, and so forth. So this is water, okay? The pimp is the water, okay? Pinky ring. The thumbs up is the fire, okay? Fire emoji, thumbs up, okay? That's how you remember it. Mess with the bulls, you get the horn. This is Shaka Mudra, okay? Or the hang ten or whatever, right? I mean, this is a mudra for every single surfer, right? Anyway, then we go into the ring finger, which oftentimes we associate with marriage, right? What is marriage? Our connection to somebody else, therefore the connection to the earth. The earth is related to connectivity and connection and groundedness. So this ring finger is the Prithvi Mudra, okay? Also known as the Earth Mudra. Very simple. The middle finger is the tallest, most dominant finger, right? And it's going up, right? Men usually have this bigger than, like this finger is usually bigger if you're more dominant, your testosterone or something like that. This is the tallest one, so you can think of it, it's going up to the ceiling, therefore going up to space. Okay, so this is the space mudra. So this is why flipping someone off creates more distance or more space from people, right? It's like a protective way to almost create a force field around you, which is very interesting, right? If we actually think of it like that, right? And make connections like that, because that's the way that I think. I don't know if Mathis, you're like that too, but you make like random connections and integrate them, right? Oi, give me my space, mate, right? Or whatever. Then of course we have the index finger, which is for air. Okay, that sound, air. You can remember air. Okay, you're shooting wind out of your fingers or whatever. Now you know how to use these different elements. Also could be connected to different chakras, okay? The elements are connected to different chakras, different planets, and so forth, okay? So play it according to that, okay? Again, using your hands are very, very powerful. Let me teach you the main mudras that we use in Primal Sutra, or at least that we can incorporate into different practices, okay? The first one to start off with is Gyan Mudra, okay? Very, very powerful. Make sure that you keep a little bit of space between the fingers, okay? Very slightly, so that the energy can flow. You'll notice if you put your fingers like this, the energy isn't flowing. This sometimes you can use, but it's a specific kind of mudra, right? However, this one, the Trishul Mudra, as we discovered on our path working, creates an energy flow, more energy between the fingers, okay? So anyway, for the Gyan one, fingertips slightly touching, okay, right on your lap. And this one is a particularly good one when facing upwards. You want to understand when palms are facing upwards, you're receiving or downloading information. When your palms are facing down, you're internalizing the energy. You're keeping something held in or captive, or you're working with some internal work, okay? That's when you keep the palms down. Palms up is for receiving, downloading, okay, allowing things to happen. So when you're falling asleep, this is a good one, putting your palms up, because you're actually, you know, maybe receiving some downloads to get you to relax, okay? It's like downloading before you sleep. Because this is useful for downloading, you can always do this when natural grounding. Natural grounding is a technique first introduced by Rion Kati, which we've modified and used along with mudras in our path working. So we found that optimizing mudras, you don't just have to use mudras every time you're meditating. Let's say you're going for a walk and, you know, you run out of energy or you gas yourself out. You can use the prana mudra, for instance, to give yourself more energy, okay? So you want to think smart about using mudras like this, okay? And yes, it will be beneficial the most if you do get into a meditative posture and you can hold this posture for an extended period of time. If you can hold it 15 minutes or longer, you can attain the flow state with the mudra, or actually charge the mudra up, okay? I find that this one is quite easy to do. Again, it's very light. Don't like, you know, press it really hard, or don't like try to, you know, create more resistance with this. This is just a powerful gesture that allows the energy to flow, okay, through the fingers into the body, and allowing you to fully unlayer and unlock what is going on, okay? So this one I do when watching movies or documentaries or TV shows or music videos, and I want to download some kind of spiritual information, okay, some level of spiritual wisdom, I will use this. This one is quite interesting. This is the Prana Mudra. Okay. This one is very good for if you're feeling overwhelmed or you're lowering your energy, okay? You want to get that quick hit of energy. This is a good one. I know Mathis here from a Christian context. He's holding up Shuni, he's holding up Prithvi. I think he might be holding up prana as well. So yeah, the Gyan actually means knowledge, right? So basically you are tapping into the power of your brain, okay? This is also great for concentrating or studying something or just any kind of information work. Prana mudra is really good for if you have any breathing issues, asthma, you know, problems with energy maintenance and crashing of your energy. And let's say, you know, you went on a marathon and you just want more energy back, okay? Prana mudra is the way to go. My personal favorite one, it's a little bit complex, but maybe you can get it. So, okay, the buildup is real, okay? Just like a gun, okay, with the pinky out, okay, like this. And what you do is, other palm over here, and you press the thumb at the center of the palm like this. This is the Makara mudra. This activates your kidney energy, your Haraline energy. It basically builds your energy back up. You'll feel a huge rush of energy, a boost of energy to do what you need to do, okay? This is very, very good for depression, very, very good for mood swings, or if you're feeling really low all the time, okay? The Makara mudra gets you in that upward spiral frequency, okay? This allows you to almost be like a crocodile or a makara or a sea monster in this case, where you just strike at the right time, okay? You can charge this mudra, and then when it's ready to go, it's game time. Another one that we like to use is the Kubera mudra, okay? Kubera is one of our treasurers for Primal Sutra and so forth, so he works a lot with money manifestation and, you know, protecting our life force energy, our Vajra and the astral and so forth. So the Kubera mudra is a very interesting one where you actually clamp these two down and these three are touching, okay? So this one is a very good one for manifestation, wealth, accumulation, also issues around the head if there are any blockages. But primarily, if you want to manifest something, if you have a very clear intention of something, this is the one to use. The next one I want to share for all these sensitive empaths out there, okay? Bunch of bitches, okay? Seriously, guys, okay? You guys need to get your shit together and get some mental toughness. Understand that you are not this floating blob, okay? That you have to merge with everybody, okay? You don't have to have the
urge to merge with
just about everybody, okay? Absorbing everything that another person has. And that is, I'll tell you the reason why. You do not have a balanced solar plexus chakra, okay? That is one of the main reasons why you keep absorbing into other people's realities, people pleasing, why you keep just, you know, having no boundaries for the self, like just doing everything for others without any, you know, consideration of yourself. If you need a strong identity, you need a strong solar plexus balance, okay? The mudra for this is either Rudra mudra, bars, right? The Manipura mudra, or the Hakini mudra, which is all the fingers touching, okay, which you might have seen. You know that this is the Shakti mudra as well. And we also use the Padma mudra, okay? This is also for heart opening. If you ever feel like, man, I have some heart walls or some emotional block, like with my feeling of love in my heart or something, where I have to process my heart energy or my emotions, this is a very good one because it creates that openness. And again, if you, like I said, like if you want to internalize it, you just turn it upside down, okay? You'll understand how to do this the more you do it. You'll get an intuition and a kind of taste for which are the proper ones to use at which time, okay? Ganesha mudra, I mean, there's so many, right? I'm not gonna name all of them in this video, but I just wanted to give you my understandings or frameworks so that you can create your own system, okay? For using the mudras that most help you. Also, of course, uplifting the soul through oneness, okay? You might have noticed Os, I do this quite a bit, but this is very, very powerful as a mudra too. This one being female, this one being male, okay? According to that, you can do both, okay? If you really think about it, man, mudras are a way that we balance the body using the hands. And if you know your hands really well and you understand how to use your hands, okay, you understand that all your chakra points, all your organs, you know, are placed over here. So if you understand the palm chakras, if you understand the elements, and you know how to use them, and you know how to combine different ones together, okay? And you have a play around with this, right? Try creating your own, okay? Try creating your own mudras, see what it feels like, see what the senses you are getting, okay? See what it feels like, you know? Again, has anybody used knuckles with mudras before? I don't think so. Okay, maybe the knuckles have a different effect. But again, this is why we're Primal Sutra. This is why we keep expanding and maximizing it and taking this ancient tech, but also making it important for ourselves, right? Finding meaning, the real definition of creativity, guys. right, is if you can make meaning out of it. It has to have utility with the novelty. Just novel and unique and original, okay, that's fine. But is it useful to me? Is it effective? Is it going to get me the results? That's what I'm looking for, right? So if you tried a specific mudra and you find that, okay, maybe, maybe instead of doing this one, I'll do the Vayu one instead. Just that can make a difference. Or that could make a difference, right? But again, you want to hold these for a long period of time, okay? So you want to understand which one that you can use. I love to just, as I'm doing natural grounding or even meditation, or sometimes I'm looking at fractals or different videos and such that I really resonate with, or I'm listening to like frequencies or sounds, I'll just allow my fingers to naturally do what they need to do, right? I don't really need to overthinking it at a certain time because my body and my mind are connected. You see, so my mind is already telling me that put these two fingers together, do this, do that. And you just follow along with it. And again, I believe that quantum mudras are light language. That's what it goes into slowly, right? We understand that, we can't symbolize it sometimes using the hands or the fingers, certain words or different language that we want to speak and enhance ourselves, but we don't have the actual words for it, right? But we have a gesture, we have a seal, okay? We have a mark, we have a symbol that helps us tap into this vast system that we are exploring. Think of your mudras like a control panel, okay? Where you're changing the flow of energy. So the body's energy is electricity. The fingers are the connective wires for that electrical circuit. Use this thing called electrophotonic imaging to check that there was actually a flow of energy around the hands and the fingers, the fingertip. Your fingertips or your hands are like the circuits or the electrical, wires, and your body is basically this electricity, okay? This electromagnetism. This is controlling the electricity, the life force energy. It's creating a loop or a circuit, right? Like an energy circuit. It's creating a specific energy circuit through the meridians and the acupressure of the specific fingers of the hand. Same thing with, mantras, specific tongue postures that allow you to tap into the brain, and then the brain allows you to, reveal to you the process further. So this is really, really exciting, cutting edge stuff that we're coming across. It's 2023 right now as you're listening to this video or watching this. Maybe you're listening to this from the future. But man, what a powerful understanding that we can use mudras in our daily life to enhance it, make it better. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an incredible day. I have a research paper to write tomorrow and some exam hall. So I'm gonna have to wake up early, for 2.5 hours, right? I have to give this exam, but yeah, I'm ready for it, man. Let's get it. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. We're all gonna win. Let's get it. See you on the other side. Us.